One of the things Donald Trump hates the most is when there's somebody he can't control. And right now, that somebody is California Governor Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom dropped a brutal anti-Trump ad, steamrolling Trump. This is a digital ad for the California Democrats' redistricting campaign. This is what Gavin Newsom announced last week, which, if successful, could effectively neuter the Donald Trump presidency. This is sharp, polished stuff. It goes directly at Trump. Trump hates this. Take a look at this.
Wake up, America. Wake up to what Donald Trump is doing. Here he is once again trying to rig the system. He doesn't believe in the rules. We can't stand back and watch this democracy disappear district by district. We have got to meet fire with fire. We're asking the voters for their consent to do midterm redistricting to level the playing field all across the United States. On November 4th, you have the power to stand up to Trump. Donald Trump, you have poked the bear, and we will punch back. This is a serious moment. Wake up.
This is very, very good. Now, I know that my audience is split about Gavin Newsom. I know some of you absolutely despise the guy. You say, look at what he's done to California. He has not brought California to prosperity. Now, that's one faction of the audience. I have others writing to me saying, David, this is the only guy fighting right now. I get you've got Democrats filing some lawsuits and doing town halls, but the guy really fighting here, and he's a governor, but he's fighting on the national stage. The only guy is Gavin Newsom. I'm going to get back to Gavin Newsom in a moment. What is so good about this entire campaign is that it is hitting Trump's power grabs on gerrymandering. It's framing this California gerrymandering campaign, which is what it is. You know, they call it redistricting. Yes, it's partisan redistricting. We call that gerrymandering. That's what it is. We got to own it. I'm against gerrymandering, but I'm not going to unilaterally disarm and let Republicans do it and win elections, and we're going to just stand aside. I don't want that. And the visuals and the tone, it really feels like a presidential campaign ad more than a local issue spot. Now, there's a couple realities there. Number one, the redistricting concept is a national concept, because if Kathy Hochul says we're going to do the same thing in New York and J.B. Pritzker says we're going to do the same thing in Illinois, you start to get some a pretty powerful national movement. But there's a bigger signal here, and I know you all know what it is. It looks very clear that Gavin Newsom is positioning himself for a presidential run. He is nationalizing a message. It's not California versus Trump. It's the United States versus Donald Trump. The ad drops right as anti-Trump protests are exploding nationally. And so the timing is a major factor in what's going on here. What's my view about Gavin Newsom as a Democratic presidential candidate? I'm not going to be cagey here. Okay, I'm going to give all the information to you up front. It's extraordinarily early. I don't even know who's going to run in 2028. Is Pete Buttigieg going to run? Is Congresswoman AOC going to run? What about Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro or Gretchen Whitmer? I just don't know who's going to run yet. I can't pick who I like the best until I know who is running. What I do feel very strongly about is that I want a primary where candidates must earn the nomination. Fight it out. I'm ready for it. The bench is so deep. And I know that the right loves to say, oh, Democrats have nobody. They've got a bunch of 80-year-olds whose careers are over. What, Bernie? He'll be 90 at the end of the next presidential term, in early 90. No. That's a total distortion of what's going on. There are almost too many good people. And certainly among those good people, I include Gavin Newsom. And I know many of you, but we don't like him. Hey, there's going to be a fight, okay? We're going to see who reigns supreme. We're going to see who the voters want. Gavin Newsom is excellent on hitting the right tone, triggering MAGA, generating national attention, getting people interested in something, right? I mean, however many lawsuits you file to try to stop Trump, doesn't exactly activate people because there's not much they can do. This is an effort people can get behind. This is an effort people can donate to if they want to help in California, or they can call their governors and say, hey, you've got to do what Gavin Newsom is doing. So I am going to advocate for an open and robust primary, and we will see who comes out on top. But Gavin Newsom, Josh Shapiro, AOC, John Ossoff, Gretchen Whitmer. There's a long list. I'm not going to Buttigieg. I'm not going to be able to get to everybody. But the point here is this is a deep bench. What I want is people willing to fight, like really fight. And Gavin Newsom is fighting right now. So the takeaway here is this is a brutal and very effective ad. It's rattling Trump. It's energizing Democrats. It's giving people something to fight for. Gavin Newsom is showing he's ready to throw punches on the national stage, this instantly getting national, if not global, attention. So whether or not Newsom is running, I mean, listen, I don't know. And whoever it is that is ultimately the nominee, opposition needs to be robust, and it needs to be energized, and it needs to be well calculated and organized. And Gavin Newsom is doing that. I'm super interested in seeing where it goes next.